Hi, I'm Wendy Campbell. I'm a psychologist here at Noosa Holistic Health. I've been a psychologist working in psychology and counselling for the last 25 years. I am a psychologist because I actually love helping people. I love being able to see people come in feeling really heavy and leaving light with a smile on their face. So the way I work with people is I see everybody as a unique individual and all of their issues are unique to them based on their growing up, their belief systems, everything like that. So I meet people where they are. So one of the things that I do, particularly in the first visit, is I make sure that I get the full picture of the person so that I'm not just running off and looking at one particular spotlight of a person instead of taking a holistic view of the person and helping them in a way that's going to be the most useful for them and actually produce the best outcome for them. So that's what I think is my unique niche, is that I actually take the time to do that rather than diving in and doing like psychological tests and assessments and things like that. I'm more interested in the person, how that person thinks, how that person actually works, and how I can actually work with them. So if I had 3 people in one day with depression, who were diagnosed with depression, I would potentially work with each of them very, very differently and approach it very, very differently because I'm meeting them where they are. So, you know, for some people, they want a structured type of this, and this. Other people want a more relational type of approach from a psychologist or from a helper. I like to think of myself as a helper. So in all of my time that I've been doing this work, I always am seeking new and creative ways to work with people. So one of the things I do when somebody comes in to see me is I just ask them, have they seen any psychologists before or seen any counsellors before, and what it was that they potentially liked about that or didn't like about that. Because there's no point just going round and doing the same thing as someone else has done with them before, and obviously it wasn't useful for them. So that's another example of how I individualise my treatment with people and the way I work with people. So I find out what their previous experiences are, and I make sure that I don't repeat things that didn't work for them in the past. And 9 times out of 10 I find that people say that previous therapists they've been to have given them homework. You know, here's a sheet, fill this out, write this down every day. And most people don't like that. Many times people tell me that, you know, they get to an appointment and they say, I almost didn't come. You know, the hardest thing to do is to actually walk through the door. That's the most difficult thing. So I applaud all my clients who actually take that first step and come through my door, because that's the hardest part for most people. Admitting that you need help and actually reaching out and asking for that help is actually very, very difficult. So I actually am very respectful and thankful that people actually take that step and are brave enough to take that step and brave enough to actually take that chance on coming to see me and being hopeful that I'll be able to help them.